Hello, so today is your last day.
Yeah.
Excited?
Oh my god, it's like crazy how excited I am. I cannot wait to see my mom and my sister tomorrow.
How long have you been here?
I've been here for 80 days.
80 days.
I know, it's crazy. Like, I never would have imagined that this would be my life now. Like, I'm so excited. Like, like whenever I see my life now, like a sober, like, I don't know. It's like,
Sober life.
yeah, like I'm so happy now. It's like crazy. Like,
So it feels like a big weight has been lifted off your back?
yeah, like you have no idea. Before I came here, like I was all lying and like manipulating and conniving and like just, there's no way to like describe what I was doing.
So you came here for substance abuse?
Yeah, I came here for opiate, just pills and pills and pills and pills, and I always thought it was like, oh, hey, like, it's okay, the doctors are prescribing it for me, like,
Oh, let's talk about that, because you actually,
Yeah.
your addiction was actually created because of a health problem.
Yeah, like, I have Crohn's disease, and so, for me, constantly, whenever I was younger, like, I've always just had pills just thrown at me, and so, like, and my mom's a nurse, and so it's like, oh, like, you just learn, like, hey, a pill can fix it. Like, hey, you got depression, take this. Like, you got anxiety, oh, here's a Xanax. Like, oh, everything happens with a pill. Like, and so.
And when did you recognize that it had gotten out of control, or that you were actually addicted to the medicine?
I was actually having an affair with a very older man, and it was like,
not healthy?
yeah, oh god, it was crazy. And so what happened was I got to where I was taking, like, I could take Percocet 30s, Roxy's, and I could snort 130 in one nose and 130 in the other, and be able to shoot Dilaudid in my thigh. I am. And I could still want to drink and smoke weed all at the same time.
So we're lucky you're alive.
Very lucky. Like, I was like going overboard, and I was all like, and because of the fact of like me having that luxury of having like a mom for a nurse, and reading her textbooks as a child, like, I know what I can and cannot do as far as, like, acetaminophen, like, overdoses and stuff. I was like, oh, like, I got this. I know what I'm doing. I'm a mini doctor. Like, I can, no, that's not how things are. Like, no. I could have easily died out there doing these crazy things. And, like, I thought because I was, like, all out there selling these drugs, like, I knew it better than everybody else, and, like, obviously I didn't, because I didn't have control over it.
So tell me, when you got to Inspirations, how was your journey here?
Oh, it was rocky in the beginning, because obviously my addiction, like, my habits were still happening, still lying, still cheating the system, still, like, I wasn't honest at all. And I didn't get honest until, like, a month. Like, once I hit that 30-day, I was just, like, so, again, that weight was lifted, because I broke down and I just cried to my therapist, and I was just so happy to open up and tell her about all the, that affair and the secret life I was living and everything. And then after that, the girls and I, we got a lot closer. It was like a
bonding.
Yeah, it really was.
Well, the truth will set you free.
Yeah, and so it's like we just have this huge, one big family, and now that I'm leaving, it really, like, it makes you emotional. Like, oh my gosh, like, these girls.
Well, you did a lot of work on yourself here.
Yeah.
You do a lot of group work.
Yeah.
You expose yourself, so you you were sharing a side of you that you had never shared with anyone.
Exactly. Like, I have not been this sober since I was, like, goodness, like, what, 13, 14, and I'm 17 now. So it's like, Gosh, years.
You're free.
I know. Like, it's a whole new me. I'm like, God, I don't even remember this.
And what is your plans for when you go home? What do you plan to do?
I am going to finish up my GED, and I am working under a hairstylist, and so in Georgia, I get my license in 6 months by working under her license. So then I'll have my cosmetology license, and like I said, I'll finish up my GED and go to Gordon State, and I start the med program. So
wow, so you got goals, you have dreams.
Gosh,
Are you?
I have so many, and I'm just so excited. Like, I'm going to be a neonatal intensivist, and I'm going to have a big job, and I'm going to take care of people because that's what I want to do. Like, you know, I've taken care of myself now. And I'll always, you know, but now it's time to give back. Like, I'm ready.
Aww. Well, we're going to miss you.
Oh my gosh.
And I'll miss making you your peppermint tea.
I know. Every day. I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm so sad.
So you will keep in touch and keep us posted and let us know how you're doing.
Yes.
All right?
All right.
And thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Always.
Okay.